Hey everybody, it's Mark Levine from EBMG. I wanted to just walk you through, since we're in October of 2020, how to get your energy score rating that you have to post in your building for any buildings that are greater than 25,000 square feet in New York City. You have to do that by the end of October. And if you have filed all the necessary paperwork with the city using the EPA tracker tool, or if you've hired a company to do it and now they're assembling all this information, this is the way that you're going to get it if you have not seen it yet. So what we do is we go to the New York City Buildings website, Department of Buildings. That's nyc.gov/buildings, and that'll take you to this page. We want to go to the portal. So right here is where I would put in information about a building if I wanted to find out about a building, but that's not what we're looking for specifically right now. You can see here, there's a DOB Now little area. So we're going to go there. So we click on that. And this is where we have DOB Now. And this is how I take care of a lot of the filings that we have to do in terms of elevator and safety and cranes and alterations. Boilers, all of those are certified through here and then paid through here. But if you scroll all the way down, you've got your building energy efficiency rating. So what we would do, and let me open up another spreadsheet that I have so that I could pull out a block and lot number that would be good to use. All right, let's go in Brooklyn. So we've got selecting our borough, it's Brooklyn. We're going to put in the block number and the lot number. That's the tax block and lot. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to go 5287 and then I'm going to go 7501, search. Okay, so right now I'm seeing all of the buildings that would be under this block and lot that would be applicable. This one is over 30,000 square feet. So it is part of that 25,000 square feet and up. So there are kind of two categories for energy benchmarking. One was at the 25,000 square foot, one's at the 50,000 square foot. And the only difference is that between that narrow view of 25 to 50, you don't have to take part of Local Law 87, which is the every 10-year big engineering report, and with retrofitting and all of that. But you do have to file a yearly, the Local Law 133 energy filing, and that also is the same for the bigger buildings. We're doing yearly reports for both, but we're doing only the 10-year report for the buildings that are over 50,000 square feet. And I can imagine that if we go a little bit further in the future, the way that the city is going, that we're going to have a place where maybe 10,000 square feet and more is, part of that process too. So if I wanted to download, I've already downloaded all of my buildings, but I can hit this button. And then what I would do is I would select what type of property. This one's a condo. I would put in all of my information here, and then I would sign acknowledging who I am, and we are the manager of this building. So I'm going to do a quick pause. You won't see it. I'm going to put in all of my information here just so that I can get past this page, and we'll be right back. All right, so that was quick for you. I hope that was quick for me. You can see, so I put in my owner information. It's a condo. I put in my information. We're on the multiple dwelling registration. So we have the authority to do that. You can't just go, I would assume, putting in random buildings information, nor would you want it per se. Because I put in my information in my email, what should have happened is that I got an email from the DOB, from Buildings Department, with a link to also download this file. So what I'm going to do is, you can't print off of the website like it's showing now, but what I can do is hit this print to PDF, and it's going to open up in my browser as another PDF, and I'm going to save it. In my company, we keep Dropbox folders of compliance. So I have an energy grade folder, and that's broken down by manager so that they could pull it and post it. You could see that there's different levels. So let's go over it. So you've got the building energy efficiency rating. This building happens to be an A. That's why I chose it. It's got a grade of 85. And you can see here's how we do it. So an A is between 85 and 100. So this building kind of just squeaked past that A rating. B is 70 to 84. C is 55 to 69. And then anything below a 55 or a 54 and under would be considered a D. So the second page is the actual instructions on what to do. We have to place it in a conspicuous location near the public entrances within 30 days after October 1st. as I'm filming this, it's October 6th. So we've got until Halloween to do it, essentially. We have to put it on 8.5 by 11 paper. We should frame it because we don't want people having access to write on it, to take it down. We have a lot of the fire safety plan notices, and we have emergency information in a lot of the buildings where we'll put it either behind a locked cabinet, or we have those 8.5 by 11 actual, the stainless folders that we could put it in, and they could hide behind a little bit of a harder shell. They recommend it in color, or it could be in grayscale. And then we have to put that, as I said, in a conspicuous location. We're putting a lot of signage. I mean, the Department of Buildings and also HPD, they have a ton of signage that we have to put up. So this is just another thing that we have to do. And we have to put it up every year. Again, this is just starting in October of 2020 as the first time. As we go through this through the years, we'll be able to save and track and see trends of buildings and their performance. And what's important is it's not like you're going to a restaurant and you see the restaurant rating where you may be sketched out by a B and not go in, but you may have a lot of work. I do have a lot of buildings that are, on the first shot, they're in a D category. So there are some that you're going to see that are a D. It doesn't mean that the building is poorly constructed. It just means that the energy efficiency could be increased. By 2030, we have to take down by 80% a lot of these emissions for the larger buildings. So this is kind of a good framework to see, okay, in the next 8 to 10 years, what do we have to do in order to fix it? Because there will be monetary penalties if we aren't able to be a little bit more energy saving and, the carbon footprint. So these are all things that we're monitoring, and we have all the companies that are looking at it too.